Raleigh shooting. 5 dead, including off-duty cop, others injured. The suspect has been taken into custody. This was written by Meredith Deliso for ABC News, published originally on October 13th, 2022. Let's go to Raleigh, North Carolina again. 5 people are dead, including an off-duty police officer, and at least 2 others are injured after a shooting in Raleigh, North Carolina, Thursday night, Mayor Mary Ann Baldwin said. At least 2 others have been injured, including a K-9 officer who has non-life-threatening injuries, the mayor said. The suspect has been taken into custody, police later said. At least 3 people were transported to Wake Med Health and Hospital's Trauma Center in connection with the incident, a hospital official confirmed to ABC News. There is no word on their condition currently. The hospital official does not know if others were injured in the shooting. The scene of the shooting is in the area of the Neuse River Greenway Trail near Osprey Cove and Bay Harbor Drives, police said. Residents in that area are advised to remain in their homes, the Raleigh Police Department tweeted. Here's the tweet from the Raleigh Police Department. North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper said he has instructed state law enforcement to provide assistance responding to the active shooter in East Raleigh. State and local officers are on the ground and working to stop the shooter and keep people safe, he said on Twitter. North Carolina Department of Public Safety Secretary Eddie Buffalo Jr. also confirmed the department has made state resources available and is working with local law enforcement to stop the shooter. State Highway Patrol, State Capitol Police officers, and alcohol law enforcement special agents are assisting the Raleigh Police Department with the incident. ABC News' Will Gretzky contributed to this report. This is a developing story. Please check back for updates. And that's all that we'll hear about this story, mostly because in the United States of America, this is just the beginning of Friday morning. You wake up and see this sort of headline, and we say, well, this is the price to pay for having guns in our society. Guns that make our society safer. Guns that protect our democracy. Guns that protect our families, when actually they don't do any of that. How many more police officers have to be shot or killed by civilians? How many more civilians have to be shot by police before we all see that the common denominator in these deadly encounters is the gun? In other countries, for example, in countries like Turkey or Mauritius or Serbia or Italy or Germany or France or Canada, all these other places around the world, citizens can interact with the police and citizens can leave those interactions without being bodily harmed, by and large. By and large, I'm not talking about specific incidences or things like that, but how come in the United States of America we have so many police being killed and so many other civilians being killed by police? If you want to bring up 1 or 2 incidences of those things happening in those countries I've named, sure, but how many more can we name in the United States? The level of violence in the United States compared to others in frequency is incomparable. I also want to say I think it's ridiculous how in the United States people treat the K-9 police officers like people. There are people who are doing life in jail or got years in jail for attacking or shooting at a K-9 officer. I'm not trying to denigrate the work that police do, but I will say this, that I think that's a symptom of a society that values state power over human lives. A dog is a dog, by the way. Like, let's just be real. If Americans treated other Americans the way we do dogs, I wouldn't have to make these videos. Once again, this is another heinous crime committed by somebody who probably just had a death wish on their mind. But we make these people, we allow these people to do these crimes much more easier because we allow guns to permeate in our society. This person could have been mentally ill. This person could have been mentally sane. This person could have been a criminal or a guy who just snapped on a bad day. But in all of those situations, guns were there. Guns were available, legal and illegal, that allow this person to commit this level of carnage. It's sick and disgusting that we continue to see this every day and nobody raises an eyebrow about it, but it's literally human lives being wasted. I say blue lives matter and all lives matter, not to align myself with reactionary, conservative, right-wing nuts. These slogans, I'm showing the hypocrisy in them. The only time people who say blue lives matter and all lives matter, the only time these are said by them is when Black Lives Matter comes up. The movement, not the organization, is what I support. And I'll say this, we need to actually mean what we say. If all lives matter, let's actually do something about gun violence. If blue lives matter, let's actually do something to make the police's job safer and better. We need to have a national policy with gun control. We need to ideally abolish the Second Amendment and make America a gun-free society, like others that are around the world that don't have this level of violence and murder. I'm not comparing the United States to South Africa or Colombia. I'm comparing it to other first world developed nations that don't have this level of homicide and gun violence. So, thank you for watching this video. My name is Simon Hill. Peace.